is everyday life reflected in streetwear fashion in Ghana? Let's explore how Christopher Akpo, a local creator, gets inspired by the energy of the street and the environment around him into making statements of style with his clothes.
My parents and the environment influenced me a lot to become a creative now because growing up, my mom was a tailor. She used to sew for schools. My dad also used to trade with traditional homes to sell chief regalias for chiefs, and I used to go to these festivals and visit these chiefs with him. Our church was very brutalist jungle, like uncompleted. We had to be there, and my whole environment, there was not a lot to play around with.
Christopher began his journey in streetwear fashion in 2018 and is now working on his fourth collection. But what drove him to choose a career as a streetwear fashion designer?
The way I communicate the clothes and my choice of models, now I wouldn't classify the brand as a streetwear but a ready-to-wear brand. My journey into fashion began during high school. We used to go to streetwear parties, art shows, and a whole lot of things. I used to have a group of friends who danced in high school. So that was how my love for fashion grew up. I had to just expand it more as a business in general.
Streetwear fashion emerged in Ghana in the 1980s, significantly influenced by the global rise of hip-hop culture. Today, streetwear in Ghana is particularly popular among youth and urban populations, representing a fusion of local culture and global fashion trends. But how does Christopher's brand manage to strike a chord with young Ghanaians?
My creative process for Earth in particular started from researching to sketching to brainstorming on how to find good quality fabrics. After making samples with our tailor, I bring them to the studio to actually try them on somebody because we always make samples according to our model sizing. Sometimes we don't find large quantity of fabric with that piece, so we have to make just a few exclusively for our audience. The end of the process with releasing our collection, we shoot the lookbook, we shoot e-commerce for our websites, the looks from 1 to 10 or 1 to 20. That is what we are going to use to market or to actually broadcast the collection to our audience.
Christopher is on a journey to launch his new collection themed Earth, accompanied by a lookbook. But what elements from his environment inspired him this time?
I have different tailors with specialized designs that they are really good at, so I know what to take to who. I mostly just move to one store to another to find what exactly fits into the aesthetic of the collection or what piece I'm trying to produce. The unique thing about our Round Earth collection is mainly the cuts, the shapes, the color palettes of the pieces. So I paid attention to these things more than the graphics or the logos.
With a touch of Ghanaian culture, Christopher has celebrity clients like Joe's, Koje Radical, Gabriel Moses, among others. And what really motivates him to continue creating and innovating in the fashion industry?
I want to keep telling stories that I found around my community. People are really looking to Africa to buy or to invest or to encourage brands here. So my motivation to keep creating collections from time to time is because of me collaborating with these artisans or these creatives in my community to keep empowering them and also improving the awareness for local craftsmanship.
From the bustling streets of Accra to the creative studios of Christopher, we've seen how local stories, culture, and global influences come together to create a unique fashion sense.